And we're live. Hopefully.
I see the live icon. So hey guys, and I can see you.
Oh, that's kind of cool. They put a little count ticker up there next to the live icon. Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
With the viewers?
Yeah, right next to the viewers, there's like a little live counter.
And if you scroll over
What?
it, you can see where they're from.
I do not see it. Oh, I see the view.
The little counter, 37, 38.
Oh, I don't see that.
Oh no, Matt has secret stats that we can't see.
Oh man.
That's weird.
Because he's the admin, he has god powers.
But I'm logged in as the admin too.
Oh, interesting.
Tim's like, why don't I have that?
I know, it's such a bummer.
Oh god. How's everybody doing today?
Pretty good. Yeah, no complaints. I had a pretty uneventful, relaxing weekend, and continuing with my food tradition, I wanted to ask if you guys have ever had something called ube cheesecake.
I have not.
I have not.
Okay, so I went to a place called Wajimaya, which is an Asian-themed grocery store. There's one in Bellevue. It's fantastic. So I got this cheesecake a while ago. Ube cheesecake is purple, and I got it by this brand called Hood Famous. They make a bunch of different cheesecakes, and I was just going to try some random treat from the treat aisle at the store. Grabbed this cheesecake, brought it home, ate it, was like, this is the best cheesecake that I've ever had. So I went back on last Friday to grab some more, but they were out. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I grabbed some different cheesecake. I like shove a couple of different little personal sized cheesecakes in my basket. Tried those when I got home. Nowhere near as good. Saturday, went back just hoping that they would have it, and they restocked. But the space for this this cheesecake could have like 40 of these little individual cheesecake things, but they were down to like 8. So I like look around and I like swipe a bunch into my cart. I bring it home, tastes just as delicious as it did before. And ube is like a purple yam that they made cheesecake out of. It's absolutely delicious. Possibly better than the dark blend Coke that we talked about last week.
Oh, yeah. Well, Roy said he tried it and he loved it.
Yeah.
It must be just me because I'm not a coffee lover.
If you're not a coffee lover, then I feel like that is a lot more coffee than it is Coke, so kind of gross.
Yeah.
But how are you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty great.
Pretty great.
Nothing to complain about. Let's see. I was really, what did I do this weekend? I was at the chiropractor working on IT stuff again because the router.
How much work do you get out of that chiropractor?
Like, so much. There's so much stuff going on there. The server's always having issues. The network's always having issues. There's a lot of problems. And that's not because of a lack of an IT specialist. It's just there's a lot of problems that can't happen. So the 2.4 gigahertz on the router died again from Ubiquity. And so I had to go over there like after work one day, and I grabbed the old router, set it up as an access point, and now they're fine because I have the old router is able to broadcast 2.4 with no problems. So when I ordered,
so do you just have one set up for the 5G and one set up for the 2G or 2.4 gigahertz?
So the main router is doing both the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5G, and then the old router, I just have it broadcasting 2.4 for now. So there's two networks. There's internal, and then there's one called Legacy, which is like for old devices now. So I decided to order on Amazon a little USB dongle that plugs in that has an antenna, and it works perfectly. Like I was able to get the one of the computers working, and I needed 4 of them because we have 4 legacy computers. So I tried ordering another one. Amazon limits me to 2, so I have to somehow get 2 more. I was able to text the owner, and he was able to order it for me, but I was trying to figure out ways to get around it by ordering it to other addresses because I needed 4 of these stupid things, and like because they don't want you to buy the whole stock of them. So I have them coming later.
They only limit you to 2 though?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Which is like, I wish it was more. I wish if it was 4 I'd be happy, but nope.
How much are they? Because they must be like a really good deal, and the fact that they actually work means something.
Yeah, they were $17 each. And surprised they're not USB 3.0, they're 2.0, which is perfectly fine because these are old machines that only support 2.0, but they support 5 gigahertz. So I did a speed test between the two, and it's slightly faster, but it works like perfectly. So
I'm curious to know what brand these are and like what the link is.
Linksys, I will look it up on Amazon. I think it's Linksys. Dang it, Amazon! I don't want to sign in. Oh, it's right there. It's on the front page. Oh, come on! I don't want to sign in.
It's gonna make you sign in. Speaking of Amazon, did you guys get the new icon yet?
New icon on the app, on the phone?
I think so.
Yeah.
My God. This is like the one time I don't have any phones on me.
Let me see if I can find it online because it's not going to show up in there.
Yeah, go to the Play Store online. I don't know why they would change the Amazon app icon. It's like it was already fine.
No, I don't know this is cooler. This is so much cooler. Okay, so I was actually complaining about this because I didn't have this icon, and they had like just rolled it out or something like that. But let's see here, share screen.
Because I'm looking at one on at least the Google Play page, and I guess it's different than the one before.
I'll show you. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
I got to pull up my Chrome tab.
I use a icon pack on Android, so I got to disable my icons.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That is the new icon.
That looks nice.
No.
That is so much cooler.
I think that looks
it's not
nice.
a white icon. I hate white icons. Like, why does everybody have to have a white or a blue icon? Like,
that's a fantastic.
Sorry, icon. I am really passionate about like icons.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's a great icon. It makes me want to use Amazon even more now. It's actually really.
I'm sure that was their intent. Like, we got to get Tim to order more on Amazon, but then limit his purchases.
Oh no, a 2% purchase increase from Tim, but we'll still limit him.
Joseph, it's great, Joe.
What?
I like it. I like
it. Like, I think it's a clean-looking icon, but for a company as big as Amazon, it looks really basic and not Amazon-like. I don't know. It's just a package, a big brown icon with like a blue strip of tape at the top, and then the Amazon smile, which...
But it's a package, and what do they deliver?
They deliver packages along with.
What do they look like? They're brown.
Not all the time. Packages. You can get envelopes of varying colors and varying sizes.
But most of the stuff comes in boxes.
But Matt, they're not gonna have the icon be a bag. It's not gonna be a.
They don't have to have it be a box either. Like, just Amazon with a shopping cart. What do they sell? Things you put in shopping carts.
But you don't ever put it in a shopping cart unless you go to a physical store.
Which
and then you have a different app for that. And then you have a different app for that.
That's true. Which brings up the question, should the shopping cart icon be replaced by something, since we don't use actual shopping carts online?
Yeah, so it should be replaced with a package that you would receive in the mail.
Oh, and you're just like dropping the things that you're buying in a package, and then the little number of items that you're buying goes up? Okay. See, if it was used more, I might get used to it, and I honestly am fine with whatever because I'm just gonna still buy stuff. But I don't know, Icon. There's too much brown for me. Too much brown and like that one
somebody
bright
out there
blue icon. Huh?
Somebody out there listening has to like it. So, anyways, The Verge did a big article, I think, on it when it first came out. So,
yeah. Have they been rolling it out? Has it kind of been out for a while?
It's been rolling out, so it wasn't out right away, but it's kind of been rolling out over time. So, so I actually had topics to discuss tonight in the before show. So, did anybody? I sent the link out for the new T-Mobile 5G the Magenta Max plan.
Yeah.
Which replaces the Magenta Plus plan. What'd you guys think of it?
I think it's great. I think it's great to have the option available for people. I might not necessarily pay for it, but I know there's.
Well, you have to have a 5G smartphone.
True.
To really take advantage of the plan. But... And I am the only one here, I think, who has a 5G phone, unless somebody bought one over the week.
Nope.
I think it's great that they have it as an option. So
two of the things that I took away from this is I love the 40 gigabytes of hotspot data, which is really nice if your power goes out or your internet goes out and you need to work from home. So I feel like that is a really good backup plan without having to go out and buy a hotspot, and pay for a hotspot, more or less a lot of the times. And now you can just do it over your phone, and they give you 40 gigabytes. The other thing is go in-flight Wi-Fi, which I get, Matt. It's like mentioned in the Slack comment earlier today that it's like a novelty item because like nobody's traveling right now.
It's just
but eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm gonna get on a plane again, and like I do really like to like. I know it's not the fastest internet on the plane, but like it's still somewhat nice to be able to have internet on the plane, whether you're just chatting with email or you're doing texting or whatnot. And they do the free texting on either of the plans that you have. I think you get free texting for your entire flight, but it is nice to have that unlimited Wi-Fi, which is cool. So
I think that's why I like flying with JetBlue, because they offer free in-flight Wi-Fi, and it's like the best things, being able to message friends. And
JetBlue is nice, but there's
they only fly to like they only fly to like 5 airports. You can go to
they don't go everywhere.
Well, they're like a budget airline, right? They're like just underneath.
They're not a budget airline, but they're like a cheaper airline. I wouldn't
like
say
an indie airplane.
Indie, yes. And so
they were a
Go
Kickstarter
in-flight
program.
Wi-Fi. Oh my god! If they were, that would be so.
Just kidding.
Just the concept of that is awesome. But Go in-flight Wi-Fi is with Alaska, which is an airline that I think is really I don't know. It's
GoGo is on a bunch of different. GoGo's on a bunch of different. It works on Delta too.
Oh, really? Okay.
GoGo is a provider that provides services to multiple different flights. So I think Southwest and America use them too. So so it's not just limited to Alaska.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's a much more valuable offering than I thought it was, because I think my only experience with it was with Alaska. And so I was like, oh, well, I mean, I fly Alaska every once in a while, so having unlimited internet on that is nice, but not super comprehensive, depending on where I fly. But everywhere is pretty great. And this plan was how much again?
So it's $47, and I think it was originally going to be $57. So they're launching it with a $10 discount, I think. For you have to have 3 lines on there. So as long as you have 3 lines, it's $47 per line, which is a great deal. I'm switching on Wednesday because that is a fantastic deal, and I want to take advantage of the extra discount that they're offering right now. Even though I can't fully take advantage of it because I can't travel anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that this is like the first 5G plan with no throttling. I mean, besides the hotspot, which would be throttling after your 40 gigs, but you can stream 4K videos on your phone, or it's just, I feel like it's a great plan overall.
So I have T-Mobile One right now, which I think this is Magenta/Magenta Max, and I think this is like the third version of T-Mobile's plans after what I have.
Yeah, so T-Mobile, I think you're right, because I think I have T-Mobile One too. But so T-Mobile One, and then they name changed it to Magenta. Mm-hmm. So now the plan, I think, starts at Magenta, and then was the Magenta Plus, which now has been replaced by the Magenta Max. And then there's I think the Connect plan, which is like their cheaper plan, if I just want to say, which is like $15, and you get all basic stuff.
Like just the essentials of
20. I think you're maxed out at like 25 gigabytes, stuff like that, and then you get throttled back. I'm not really sure because I don't have the Connect plan, but I think it's only like $15 or $20, which is a good offering for if you don't really use your phone as much. But like I'm always watching videos or whatnot, so it makes sense for me to have a faster data plan.
As someone with like 3 phones, the 40 gigabyte plan is the 40 gigabyte hotspot with either 4G or 5G, and then throttling down.
Well, and here's the other thing too. You get 40 gigabytes on each line that you have too. It's not per plan. So I have my Android phone, which has 40 gigabytes, and then I have my iPhone, which has 40 gigabytes, and then if I need a little more, I got my wife's phone that I can steal from her and get 40 gigabytes. So I really feel like that I would take advantage of that, because there is times when I do lose internet access, and I don't know that I'll really lose it in Bellevue when I move, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So anyways, and then the other topic that I was going to talk about is the Marv's Rover. Tim is he's been watching all the videos and everything about it, which is cool. I thought it was really cool. Like, I'm really excited for it to see. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck, because I think the last one got stuck, didn't it? It died or something.
It got stuck, and then I think it got covered in dust. Don't quote me on it, but I think it got covered in Martian dust, and so it couldn't recharge. And the last message that it sent was, "My batteries are low and it's getting dark," and then and it died.
So it's funny. It's funny because when it landed on Mars, they have a Twitter account, and I think the Twitter account sent out a tweet that says, "Welcome to my forever home." And it's Mars, so it's never coming home.
I love whoever runs those Twitter accounts, because it's fantastic. They're tweeting it like it's them.
It is awesome. It is awesome. What's the handle on it? Do you have it? I don't have it.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
It's NASA. I can't remember.
I'm looking at NASA Perseverance.
Persevere.
Yeah.
Persevere.
And then
it's
it's also a great Twitter to follow, just to get random updates, because NASA's going to be randomly getting photos and everything.
No, I'm really excited to see what photos. I want them to walk over, and like some guy to come out of a little cave and knock on the glass.
I have no idea what is going on.
Yeah.
I was really excited about because I heard from a YouTuber that I did not realize, but they had cameras. They were going to have cameras rolling, and they were going to try and record the landing that happened. And I was like, is that true? And then I looked into it. Yeah, it was true. They had like, I think like 20 cameras on that thing ready to go, and then they were saying that they were going to try and confirm that they had the cameras rolling on Friday, which they did because they released that photo of the still image of the rover being dropped down, and then they said they were going to set up a press conference for today, which I tuned into right away at 11 o'clock, and then showed the video, and it was just spectacular to watch.
I'll leave the video in the show link.
It's so good, and I was really bummed. They did say they tried to record audio from the of it landing, but I think one of the microphones did not work, so they weren't able to capture.
They did get some sounds from it though, because there is I'll put a link to that in there too. There's a website where you can go listen to the sounds of what it sounds like on Mars, which is really cool. I think I'm totally impressed with this. This is like the coolest thing ever to me, I think. So
yeah. And then what else did they do today? They had a bunch of really cool things to show off today with during the press conference. They also showed a picture taken from I think it was a nearby satellite that took a picture of the and you can see the dots where everything happened, so you can see where all the parts landed. Super. I felt bad for whoever worked on the parts that were made to destroy themselves. Like the drone, like the last thing, as soon as it dropped the rover, it was programmed to fly away as far as possible and crash. So
poor drone.
No use for you anymore.
No, which thinking it's like that's a huge waste of money, but what else? They're not going to spend the money to get that off of Mars. There's no.
Well, there's no way. I mean, you get that through the atmosphere, it would probably disintegrate again.
Yeah.
So it really cool though. It launched on like in January, right, of 2019 or
July 2020.
July 2020.
I also watched that as well. That was exciting to watch as well.
Yeah. So if you haven't watched it, you should go. It's in their Twitter link, but if you go into the Twitter link, you can watch the video of the landing. I'll also leave it in the show notes below. But it is really cool to watch. And I have set up on Twitter, and I get notifications every time they post on Twitter. Just so I don't miss anything, because I feel like sometimes I go through Twitter and I miss a lot of things. So I have notifications set up every time they post. I think it's really cool. So
did you guys check out the 360 video on YouTube of Mars?
I did, yeah.
I didn't watch it yet. Cool. Is it a picture?
It's like a panorama, like a 360 panorama.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can scroll around the environment.
Okay. I saw the panorama earlier on Twitter, but I didn't see it in like full 3D.
Yeah, it's eerie. It just looks like a regular landscape. It's kind of dark, lots of like brown, red rocks and dirt everywhere. But it's cool to get that much detail from a picture from so far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're supposed to be able to do a sample test of the ground with this rover too, which is going to be kind of cool to see what they find out about it.
Yeah, I'm interested because it's going to be collecting it, and then it's just going to be dropping the tubes of samples all over, and then they're going to send another rover in like 4 years. I don't know if that's true, but for like a few years, they're going to send another rover that's literally going to just pick up all those samples and then fly off of Mars and come back to Earth, which it's interesting just to think that it's just going to be sitting there for 4 years on the ground. And then another robot will come pick them up.
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting. I am excited for it.
Yeah. I did not realize. I saw a video of someone was driving one of the rovers. I guess I didn't fully understand how slow those rovers are. Like it crawls slow.
You don't want to make any mistakes while you're telling it what to do or controlling it, because if you do and it goes too fast, it could like fall over or get stuck or find itself in the wrong place like the last one.
Yeah. And it's huge. Like if you haven't seen it, it's giant. Like,
I haven't seen the whole thing. No.
Oh yeah, you should look at the whole thing. It is huge.
And then the drone, they're gonna send the. It's gonna drop the underneath it, there's a compartment where the drone will drop out, and then so we should be able to get some cool, like, I don't know if it's going to get photos from aerial photos, but it should be able to get some really good like data from flying above.
The drone is like, I'm looking at it now, and it's like one step away from being a gigantic mosquito. That's what it looks like. I'm like, okay.
It's huge, and then it's funny. The drone is also extremely loud as well, and it only runs for 30 seconds because it's like, yeah, it only works for 30 seconds, and it has to it takes a long time to charge.
Interesting.
Well.
Yeah, it has a solar panel across the top, and it looks like 2 propeller blades that operate kind of like a helicopter, and then like a square container that 4 legs basically are attached to, kind of like how a mosquito or a water strider would sit on the water. It's like that.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
And it'll be really interesting to see kind of what they find out there. I'm really excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do see a picture of the Rover now, and compared to the drone, like the drone is about the size of one of the Rover's tires, it looks like.
Yeah.
So the Rover is huge.
Yeah, it is. It's not, they're trying not to get it stuck. Like they want to make sure that this thing works for a long time and they get their investment out of it.
At all costs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was also, I'll mention too, before we move on, it was also flown by a woman when it was landed onto Mars. The drone was piloted by a woman in Pasadena, California, I think. And I will mention, I told this Tim before we came on the show, but they had a lot of MacBooks inside the NASA Control Center.
Oh. Probably boot camp to Windows.
Yeah, no. I saw the little dock bar on the bottom, okay?
What operating system do you think the Rover runs?
Oh, Linux.
Linux?
Probably. It has to be an open source, I would say.
Windows.
In order to do it.
Windows 10.
Oh, man. I would love to hear the stories if they at all considered trying to run a Windows operating system on it, and then like trying it and being like, no, this was the worst idea ever. We're going with something else.
They were like Vista, and then that's how the last Rover died.
The last one was probably running a Windows system, and we got to go back to the drawing board on this. Windows is not going to work.
Did you ever see IT Crowd? There was an episode where they were Moss and Roy were in like a downtown. They saw a robot and they're like, it's a robot. And they were looking at it and like, wait a minute, something's off. And they look over and they see a big crowd of people all gathered around, and they realize it's a bomb diffusing robots. And they were like standing there like freaked out because this robot could explode at any moment. And then one of them, he screams out, what OS are you using? And the guy's like, Vista. And he's like, we're gonna die.
Oh my God.
I have to look up, I'm curious what like projects that failed because of Vista. Like if there's some kind of like categorization of all the projects that people tried that Vista just ruined.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Alrighty, that was before the show.
Good stuff.
Our new pre-show.
Did you have one more topic?
No, that was it.
Okay. All right. Good. Right on time. Awesome.
I know. We're professionals at this.
Yeah. Now we're going to get into the meat of tonight, the saucy iPhone 13 rumors. Very saucy iPhone 13 rumors.
And I just I have to mention, Roy's not on the podcast tonight. He's not feeling well, so he bowed out today, but told us to continue on without him. And I was talking to him in text before, and I was like, well, this is great. I'm the only one that likes iPhone and Apple, and I'm going up against 2 Android users and Windows users. Like there normally there's 2 Apple users, 2 Android users.
Yeah, there's a balance.
Now it's just me. Like I feel like I'm gonna get.
Well, at the end of this, you'll be ordering a Pixel.
I already own a Pixel.
Is that the Pixel 5?
No, it's the 4XL.
Well, there's
I'm
some
not gonna
room to
buy
go.
a piece of garbage 5. Please.
You say that now. Just wait till we get done with these rumors.
Okay. Okay. All right.